And I guess I always harken back to, I remember talking to you going into your first season, and you felt like that program really had some potential. But could you even imagine at that time just how successful this was going to turn out to be?
No, I mean, that's your goals and aspirations, but you don't know how long it's going to take. And, it's funny because of year one, I think it was we were 0-3. And it was, okay, how are we getting? And then we rattled off to win the last game of the year, to go 5-4 over a ranked opponent. I think that win was so huge in the program to go into the next year, and never looked back since then. Now the expectations are real high every year, I should say.
And it's gotten to the point where I think you kind of embrace those expectations, don't you?
For sure, you know what I mean, and I think it's. You're always trying to find that edge, and as a coach or a competitor, to being at the top or to winning at the highest level, and you want to do it again, and then to experience it, not only coaching, but to have the players reach the highest level is probably even more rewarding.
Scott, it seems like, at least from my perspective, you found a really good formula there. You get players who immediately could play at the big-time level, and you kind of meld them with kids who maybe played in the state of Iowa or Nebraska and maybe were multi-sport athletes, and then once they start focusing on one sport, they really blossom. Is that what it's been? It
is, and we've won with a lot. You got to credit the high school coaches in the state of Iowa, really. I mean, I'm asking these guys to come in and in about 2 weeks and playing in college game, so we spend a lot of time, obviously, technique-wise, but they got to come with a little bit of football knowledge when they come in here, and we're getting the kids that are getting under-recruited, or they feel they're getting under-recruited. They got a little chip on their shoulder. They want to play, maybe they're getting recruited only to the, NAI level. They want to play Division II or FCS, and they want to play Division I or whatever it may be, and we're getting those kids that are hungry, willing to work, and like I said, multi-sport athletes. And then when they focus on one, now that's when we really see the improvement, And then you meld those in with the out-of-staters that, for whatever reason have to go the junior college route, but had the ability or signed at the Division I level.
Well, you've got a couple of kids that have already signed, I think, to TCU and Indiana coming in this year. You maybe have more that will commit before that. Where's the strength of this team, at least right now?
Well, I'm really pleased with where we're at defensive line-wise. We have really two guys who started a bunch for us last year, and then we got two guys who played a bunch for us last year. And the nice thing is three of them are in-state kids. And when you got three defensive linemen that are good enough to play at a high level from the state of Iowa, it really helps you. And then I think we're going to be really, really solid at the wide receiver position. We have some playmakers there that we maybe didn't have last year. So it just gives us more opportunity, for the bigger plays.
And your style of play seems to attract very talented players, doesn't it?
Well, and I think that's what kids want to see nowadays. Spread them out, throw it around a little bit, let them, get athletes the ball in space and let them go make their plays. And I think that's what, kids love playing for the University of Oregon. Some of those programs with that, that no huddle type approach, fast paced, and that's really what we attract. We're trying to get athletes now. I mean, that's what the game's changed to, even on defense. It's speed and athleticism is what we're looking for.
And it's gotten to the point now where an outstanding defense might give up about 24 points a game, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no kidding. And that, in the past, it's like, one or two touchdowns. If you hold them under 14, well, nowadays with the tempo and the amount of plays, I mean, you're really doubling a game nowadays almost than what it was maybe 10 or 15 years ago, from the standpoint of you're getting anywhere from, we're getting 85 to 110 plays a game sometimes, depending on who our opponent is. So they're getting a lot more opportunities, and it makes it tougher on the defense. But really, we've won a lot of games, and a lot of credit goes, or the offense is getting a lot of credit because we put up points and a lot of yards. But I'll tell you what it's really helped our defense because they see it every single day, and they prepare for it that way. So, and we've played really good defense. I think that's a huge, in our success.
Scott, one other thing you're going to do is you're going to play a schedule that's really going to challenge you, particularly early and on the road, isn't it?
Yeah, Yeah, well, no one's feeling sorry for us, I'll tell you that much. But, we the top 4 teams in the Jayhawk Conference in Kansas, we play on the road this year. And, we start off with 2. I think they're both ranked. I think Coffeyville came in at number 10, and Butler might be 13 or 15 or something like that on the road. And I kind of stress to our guys, hey, we're going to go play football, and our mentality and the way it's been in the past is we don't care if it's home or away. We're going to go play, and we love playing the game. You're only guaranteed 11 Saturdays, so wherever you got to do it, if it's in Council Bluffs or if it's, in Coffeyville, Kansas, we're going to go and give it our all, and our kids really embrace that they just want to play. They only get so many games, so they just want to go play. They don't care where it is.